It's just as thick. We could play fetch or something. You could drop it and I could take it and no. Not even slightly. Occasionally, I think this field is so isolated and there's not many people here. Occasionally I think you could probably get completely undressed and then put all your clothes back on and no one would even know. No one would know. You could just stand in the middle of a field naked and no one would know. No one at all. You probably couldn't for very long because eventually another dog walker would come along. Eventually. But you could probably get away with it for a very long time. It's probably not a very normal thing to think about. Just like, well, I've been alone for a while now. I could have been naked this whole time. No one would have cared. No one would have known. Who would have cared? Look how blue the sky is. So blue. Lots and lots and lots of blue. I was at the train station 2 days ago, and I was thinking about what to do with my hair, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll grow it for a bit, and then I was thinking, and I'll also start wearing a scarf more often because I quite like scarves. And then I thought, what, you mean exactly like 3 years ago? I'm turning into myself. That's what I thought, oh, it's exactly the same thoughts as I had 3 years ago. So that's a thing. Well, I'm not gonna grow my hair for very long though, because after uni I think I want it short in case I like travel or something. Just so it's easier to maintain. But for now, I was thinking of just growing it. I went to the cinema yesterday and I saw Safe Haven, but before I saw the film, I was thinking about the film Up in the Air, and in the film Up in the Air, the main character of that film regularly takes flight, and I was thinking his experience of taking flights is very similar in some ways to my experience of going to the cinema, because you know, you just go in, you have your card swiped, you get a ticket, you go get your ticket ripped by someone who then directs you to your screen, and then you go and sit in these big seats, well, these, you know, the similar seats, that aisle, and probably have a coffee or something. And you know, when you go for a flight or something, you go in, you wait in a queue, you have card swiped, you get a ticket, you go across, you have your ticket ripped at the boarding control, they direct you to your gate, you go to the gate, then you get in a seat, sit down, and probably have a coffee or something. It's just pretty similar. I suppose I guess the difference is that he ends up in a different country and I end up watching a film. Yeah, I think it's pretty similar. I really liked the film Safe Haven yesterday. I mean, I know that it's based off a book written by Nicholas Sparks, and basically all of his books, as far as I can tell, follow the same format. You know, because he's written loads of books. I think he's written Dear John, The Notebook. You know, he wrote like all the rom-coms, you know, romances or whatever. He's written loads of them. The Lucky One. Message in a Bottle. He's written them, and they all just seem to follow the same format of someone goes to a small town in America. They have some sort of dark past, and in this small town they meet a hot person and fall in love, and they all live happily ever after in the small town. It's brilliant. Yeah, I know they all follow the same sort of format of like damsel and saviour, and they all live happily ever after sort of thing. But I don't know, it's just nice, I guess. It's just nice. It's just a thing. You go in, you watch, some love happens, and you're like, oh. But it was a bit different though, I thought. I mean, because there were a few things, like, there was, I don't want to spoil I don't want to give away too much, but there was like a crime involved, and a pursuer, and then a house on fire and things, and it was very emotional for a while, and it's very good. I liked it. Maybe that's how you find love. You just go to a small town in America, and then there's just a hot guy waiting there. He's like polishing a boat or something. I don't know. And you just walk up and be like, oh, and he pursues you even though he's the only guy in town. And I don't know. And it had, in the film Safe Haven, it had, one of the characters was from the TV show House. That was good. It's always nice when you recognise someone. You're like, whoo, they're from House, or whatever, or they're from Dexter, or whatever, you know. You're like, oh, I know them from something else I've watched. That's nice. For no reason. I don't know. I don't know them. Just being so selfish with the sticks in this field. Don't let me have any of them.